Hello students, welcome to Notebook. How many of you have heard someone tell you that you look just like your father or your mother? Like I have always been told, I look a lot like my mother. Even people find similarity in between siblings. Similarly, in this chapter, we meet many characters who has similar traits like that of their parents or some relative. In the first story, we see that Ashima's mother identifies her daughter's sneeze with that of her father's. Every time her daughter sneezes, she almost gets confused who is sneezing, daughter or her dad. This is not a rare case, since traits like this can be transferred through genes. In the second part, we come across a little girl named Nilima and the woman whom she calls her Mausi. But she's actually her sister. Let's see how. Nilima saw a lady approaching their grandmother's house and called out her mother saying that a Mausi has come. Mausi in Hindi means your mother's sister, but her mother tells her that she is actually her sister Kiran and not her Mausi. Little Nilima gets confused, but mother explains that she is her cousin sister. The child of your aunt or uncle is called your cousin. Kiran was holding her baby in her arms. Mother explains how Nilima in turn stands to be Kiran's Mausi. Interestingly, Nilima's mother points out that Nilima and Kiran's hair are a lot similar, which is thick, curly and black. We can just recall what we read a few minutes back. Ashima and her father having similar traits. And all this only because they share the same set of genes. Let us move on to the next story, which is about twin sisters. Have you ever seen twins? Do you know what twins are? Let us read a small story about Subhasini and Saroja, the twin sisters. Subhasini and Saroja are identical twins. That is, they look exactly like each other. Hence, it is very hard to differentiate between them by just looking. But the twin sisters use this to their favor. They create confusions. Their mama, who is their mother's brother, gets confused with them most of the time. There have been instances when he has scolded the wrong sister and the sisters have also tricked him. But now he has learned a trick with which he can identify the sisters. Every time he is confused, he asks them to sing a Marathi song. Now this is a clever thing. When the sisters were 2 weeks old, Saroja's Chachi adopted her. Chachi is your father's brother's wife, and since her Chachi's family is filled with music lovers, she learnt many songs in both Tamil and Marathi. Subhasini stayed with her father, a karate coach, and has been practicing karate with her father since a very tender age. Thus we see that though these sisters look exactly the same, they are very different in characteristics. In the next instance, we come across a woman who is worried about how heredity might spoil her child's future. Sati was affected with polio when she was few months old. Although she was never discouraged, but after she got married, everyone started suggesting her not to have a child as she might infect the child with polio. Thus, Sati visited a doctor who consoled her saying that she will not affect her child with her problem. So we see that unlike genes and heredity, we sometimes do not carry forward certain things from our parents. And this is for good. We also see Vibha identifying her Nana from a distance by his loud laughter and his loud talking. We all know someone or the other whom we can identify like this because of some unique characteristic. Now that you have further read about them, I'm sure you will start noticing them more. So dear students, with this we come to the end of another chapter in EVS. For more such concise versions of the chapters, keep watching Notebook.